25 years after creating the first GPU, we have reinvented computing and sparked a new industrial revolution. An entirely new industry is emerging. AI factories producing digital intelligence, manufacturing AI at scale. AI will accelerate scientific discovery. Researchers will have AI-powered assistants to generate and explore promising ideas. In business, AI will work alongside teams across every function: marketing, sales, supply chain, chip design, software development, and beyond. Eventually, every company will harness digital AI agents, boosting productivity, fueling growth, and creating new jobs. And in the physical world, AI will soon power humanoid robots capable of adapting and performing a variety of tasks with minimal demonstration. Manufacturing, logistics, and service industries stand to benefit from an AI-powered productivity growth that will reshape the global economy. It's extraordinary to be on the edge of such transformation. We are thrilled to bring to life the incredible computers we're designing today and to see how AI and computing will revolutionize each of the world's $100 trillion industries in the coming decade. Let's build the future together. Have a great Supercomputing 2024.
Thanks, Jensen. This year at SC24, Professor Ari Kaufman, Distinguished Professor at Stony Brook University, is being honored with the Test of Time Award for his landmark 2004 paper, GPU Cluster for High Performance Computing. Using fluid dynamics equations, Professor Kaufman simulated airborne contaminant dispersion in New York City's Times Square on the first large-scale GPU cluster. His research laid the groundwork for today's accelerated computing, proving the power of GPUs for large-scale simulations. From everyone at NVIDIA, congratulations, Professor Kaufman, on this well-deserved recognition. Your pioneering contributions exemplify the spirit of progress that drives the field forward. As a result of this groundbreaking work, accelerated computing has become the technology of choice for supercomputing. This chart shows the history of accelerated and unaccelerated supercomputers among the top 100 fastest systems in the world. In the last 5 years, the number of accelerated systems has increased by 8 systems per year and increased from 33% to over 70% of the top 100. Our goal is to help the world accelerate every workload. It is certainly ambitious, given the wide range of programming languages, breadth of developer experience and needs, and ongoing emerging algorithms and techniques. To support our developer community and meet them where they are, today we offer over 450 libraries, many of which are tailored to specific domains and ever-evolving developer landscape. Take Python, for example. Warp is our Pythonic framework for building and accelerating data generation and spatial computing. Most physics-based simulators in HPC engage in some form of spatial computing, whether it in quantum chemistry, climate modeling, or fluid dynamics, all of which operate in 3D space. And by expressing these calculations in Warp, they can be automatically differentiated and integrated into AI workflows. One of the most popular Python libraries that exists today is NumPy. NumPy is the foundation library for mathematical computing for Python developers. It's used by over 5 million scientific and industrial developers, with 300 million downloads just last month. Over 32,000 GitHub applications use NumPy in important science domains like astronomy, physics, signal processing, and many others. However, as scientists look to scale their applications to use large HPC clusters, they often need to use lower-level distributed computing libraries like OpenMPI. But what if you didn't? What if your NumPy program could just automatically parallelize across a GPU cluster without having to rewrite the Python program into a different supercomputing application? Today, we're announcing CuPy Numeric, a drop-in replacement for the NumPy library. With CuPy Numeric, researchers can write in Python and easily scale their work without needing expertise in distributed computing. CuPy Numeric automatically distributes the data across a GPU cluster using standard NumPy data types powered by NVIDIA's latest communication and math libraries. The results are incredible. The research team at Slack is using CuPy Numeric to analyze terabytes of data from the LCLS X-ray laser, which fires 120 shots per second. During a 60-hour beam time, they achieved a 6x speedup in data analysis, allowing them to make real-time decisions and uncover material properties. This acceleration has reduced their analysis time before publication from 3 years to only 6 months. Early adopters for CuPy Numeric include Stanford University's Center for Turbulence Research, working on computational fluid dynamics solvers, Los Alamos National Laboratory scaling ML algorithms for the Venado supercomputer, and the University of Massachusetts Boston studying the entropy production rate in a microscopy imaging experiment. One of the highest honors at supercomputing is the Gordon Bell Prize, recognizing exceptional achievements in high-performance computing. Today, we celebrate 5 finalist teams whose groundbreaking research leverages NVIDIA's accelerated systems across diverse fields, including molecular dynamics, protein design, genomics, and climate modeling. Giuseppe Barca and his team from the University of Canberra and Melbourne University scaled an alternative method for calculating atomic energies, achieving a 3x speedup over other GPU-accelerated methods, and a superlinear scaling on multiple GPUs. Later, we'll hear from Dr. David Keyes at KAUST about their pioneering work on genomic epistasis and climate emulation. But first, let's turn to Dr. Arvind Ramanathan from Argonne National Laboratory to discuss their advancements in protein design.
One of the key tasks in protein design is to come up with novel proteins that have the same function but are different from what we have seen from over the course of 4 billion years of evolution. Experimental data happens to come at much slower paces than what you would expect from a computational workflow like a simulation. Protein design is quite a happening area in AI right now. It's undergoing this huge revolution in terms of how AI models are being deployed and developed. This is one of the first attempts at building something that's multimodal. We actually have the descriptions that are provided in natural language, and then you have the protein sequences that are represented, and we basically use that to train a large language model that will enable us to interact with and get new designs. And one of the key things that we also learned from this paper was the fact that, yes, it is possible for us to stand up this workflow, not on just one platform, but across several different platforms at the same time. We happen to use almost all of NVIDIA's architecture from A100s all the way to Grace Hopper chips. But one of the cool things that we observed was in terms of pre-training this model, we could really achieve nearly 3 exaflops in mixed precision runs on the system. Again, this sort of runs at the scale of, I think, half of the system was what we actually used to achieve that sort of performance is really unbelievable.
One of the key benefits and motivations for accelerating workloads is to reduce energy consumption. Nowhere is this more understood than in supercomputing, where the end of Moore's Law was first predicted. Supercomputing centers like Oak Ridge National Labs, as far back as 2010, recognized that the energy for next-gen supercomputers built with CPUs will consume even more power than a major US city. This truth also applies to applications themselves. Even though an accelerated server may consume more power than a standard CPU system, the significant reduction in time to solution results in a huge reduction in the total energy needed to compute a solution. For example, Texas Advanced Computing Center and ANSYS achieved a 110x speedup and 6x better energy efficiency on a 2.5 billion cell problem using Grace Hopper. At NREL, H100 GPUs improved energy efficiency by 4x for a wind farm simulation. TSMC reduced energy use by 9x using cuLitho for semiconductor manufacturing. The University of Tokyo's Earthquake Research Institute, in partnership with Jamstack and Riken, also achieved an 86x speedup and 32 times better energy efficiency for earthquake simulations using the Euro HPC Alps system. We are continuously pushing for higher performance and efficiency in AI as well. Large language models like Llama 3.1 405B require multiple GPUs working together for optimal performance. To fully utilize these GPUs, our inference software stack provides optimized parallelism techniques relying on fast data transfers between GPUs. NVIDIA's NV-switch technology equips Hopper with superior GPU-to-GPU throughput, and when integrated with our TRT LLM software stack, delivers continuous performance improvements. This ensures Hopper achieves higher performance and lower cost per token for models like 405B. In just 2 months, we've seen over a 1.6x improvement in performance, thanks to innovations in speculative execution, NVLink communication, and specialized AI kernels. And we're not stopping with Hopper. We're actively innovating to harness the power of Blackwell to build next-generation AI factories. We're excited to collaborate and support customer successes within our growing solution ecosystem. Our partners offer a wide range of systems, from Hopper to Blackwell. The H200 NVL is specifically designed for air-cooled, flexible HPC solutions, featuring a 4-GPU NVLink domain in a standard PCIe form factor. We're also working with partners to bring Grace Blackwell configurations to market. These include the GB200 Grace Blackwell NVL4 Superchip, which integrates a 4-GPU NVLink domain with a dual Grace CPU for liquid-cooled scientific computing. The rollout of Blackwell solutions is progressing smoothly thanks to our reference architecture, enabling partners to quickly bring products to market while adding their own customizations. Our goal is to accelerate every workload to drive discovery and maximize energy efficiency. This includes both accelerated and partially accelerated applications that can take advantage of tightly coupled CPU and GPU products like Grace Hopper and Grace Blackwell. However, not everything takes advantage of acceleration just yet. For this long tail, using the most energy-efficient CPU in a power-constrained data center environment maximizes workload throughput. The Grace CPU is purpose-built for high performance and energy efficiency. Grace features 72 ARM Neoverse V2 cores and the NVIDIA Scalable Coherency Fabric, which delivers 3.2 terabytes a second of bandwidth, double that of a traditional CPU. Paired with LPDDR5X memory, it can achieve 500 gigabytes a second of memory bandwidth while consuming just 16 watts. That's 1/5 the power of conventional DDR memory. These innovations enable Grace to deliver up to 4x the performance for workloads like weather forecasting and geoscience when compared to x86 systems, making it an ideal solution for energy-efficient, high-performance CPU computing.